Hi, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
We're back, the Tutto Bene girls. I'm Gina Stevo.
And I'm Jill the Colonino.
And thank you for all your calls and everyone saying how you like our show.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really nice and we enjoy doing it for you.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to be making pull-apart rolls, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is.
And I'm going to make a beautiful creamy polenta, and it's going to have cod on top with the baked cod with the marinara sauce, and you are going to see how beautiful these dishes are.
And I'm going to make Sicilian rice balls.
Oh, my
Originating
favorite.
in Sicily. I'll show you how we're doing that, okay? Okay, this is going to be our pull-apart garlic buns. This is in 112, page 112 in our Cucina di Nonna book. So I already put this dough, like a pound of dough, in a baking sheet, and it already has a second rising, because it's very important to have a second rising. How you can tell is after you spread it and leave it out a while, it makes dimples. That's what makes your dough nice and light and airy, and it won't be tough and hard even when you do pizza. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go cut it right down the center. You can use a roller, pizza roller, or a knife. Now I got two pieces. Now this is my crushed garlic. I already crushed. And fresh garlic. You need fresh garlic. And this is my Bolli cheese from Tedesco's. I love this cheese. It's Pecorino Romano. I'm going to put a couple of 3 fistfuls of this in here. Make it nice and cheesy. I'm going to stir it up like this. Okay, now I got my garlic and my Pecorino Romano cheese, and I'm going to put a lot of olive oil in this. It's going to make almost like a paste.
I can smell that garlic, Jeannie.
Oh yeah, nothing like fresh garlic. It kills all the germs too.
Yep, you're right.
So now the next thing I'm going to do, you don't have to if you're vegetarian, but I have some chopped prosciutto, Italian ham, and I'm going to put that in it too. And I'm going to spread this. I'll show you how we do it. Okay, as you can see, I blended the prosciutto in with the olive oil and the garlic. Now I'm going to just spread it on, half on each. Half of this on each one.
Mmm. Oh, I can taste it already.
These are going to be so good. These are a nice complement for any dinner.
Any dinner.
You know, it makes a nice. And I'm trying to spread some of this prosciutto evenly.
Yeah.
There's I'll just try to spread it evenly. Now I'm just going to put a little bit more olive oil, drizzle it to give it the nice flavor before I roll it up like a jelly roll. Okay, now this is the next step. You roll it.
Oh, you roll it longwise, in other words. Oh, okay.
Just like a jelly roll.
Just like a jelly roll, yeah. Great.
It's a little sticky, my dough, because it's light.
Yeah.
But I already had this. This is on a greased baking sheet also, so it won't stick completely.
And this I greased with butter, Jean.
Okay,
it's all
good.
set. Yeah. Butter.
Emerald's
spray
butter.
Emerald's butter.
Emerald's butter.
Eat your heart out, Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald, eat your heart out. Right, now I have my jelly rolls, they look like. Now I'm going to cut them in 4-inch cylinders. So every 4 inches, I'll make a cut.
You call these pull-apart garlic buns,
Yes,
huh?
yeah.
Jeannie, on page 112, what book was this?
Cucina di Nonna.
Cucina di Nonna, yeah. All right,
So now-
pieces.
Okay, now this is how wide. I don't know if it's 4 inches, is it 3 inches, if it's 2 inches, but this is how I do it, all right?
We don't have a ruler.
I don't have a ruler, but you can get the basic idea. Have a greased pie pan or cake pan, whatever you want to call it. Make sure the sides have grease on them too. And I'm going to place these standing up like this.
Right.
And these are going to spread and open up beautiful. Now I'm going to put 9 pieces. Okay, this is what it looks like. Leave enough room for it to grow because it's going to grow when you bake it in the oven. But this is another thing I like. I love toasted Asiago cheese. I think the flavor of Asiago cheese comes out when you toast it. So I bought the shredded Asiago cheese. I'm going to put all over the top and it will be ready for the oven. I have the oven on 375 and that's it. And this is going to be delicious. Okay?
For about 30 minutes, Jeannie?
25
Look at
minutes.
it, 20,
You can tell when
25
it's done when it's nice and toasty.
Very good.
Okay?
Here I am back again, and I'm making my creamy polenta with the cod topping and marinara sauce. I take 2 tablespoons of butter, put this all in the pan like that. I take 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of chicken broth. This makes it really, really tasty. 1 cup of chicken broth. I'm gonna add 1 cup of milk. See how easy this is. 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup.
That polenta comes out wonderful.
Oh, it does. I've had this. It's really good. 1 cup of half and half. 1 cup of half and half. I have 1 cup. I need a dry cup, but that's all right. I'll use this anyway and just add a little bit more. 1 cup. Oh, I have the coarse one here. You can use the other one, but this comes creamy enough. It doesn't matter. I use 1 cup. A nice full cup. I want to make sure I got enough there. Okay. And 1 cup of polenta. Okay, now I have my... Jeannie, can you get me that wooden spoon?
Here's the wooden spoon.
Here's the wooden. We
Always need a wooden spoon.
Jeannie and I always have a wooden spoon. This is what I used to use to control my boys. Now, I'm going to stir this up a little bit, make sure I have everything. 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh, the olive oil. Forgot the olive oil.
Well,
And I want 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I have about 2 in here, but I'm going to add this. Okay, whatever. And I've got half and half, and I've got the cornmeal, and the grated cheese you put in last.
So you're
I'm not
ready
gonna
for
put
the
that
stove.
in there. I'm ready for the stove. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this on the stove. I'll leave you now. Jeannie will show you something else, and then I will come back when this is all bubbly and thick and beautiful. Okay?
Takes about 8 minutes.
At least 8 minutes.
About 8
I'm going to
minutes.
put this
It's
right
not
on the
hard to
stove
make.
now.
I'll show you something else that'll complement our meals. These, I know everybody makes lentil soup, all kinds of lentils, but have you ever had cold lentil salad? It is so healthy for you, and it is really delicious. Now I made these lentils, and you don't make them, cook them until they get too mushy. You let them get, they're still a little firm. So these are just plain lentils. I drained them and rinsed them. Now I'm going to add some onion to it, chopped onion, and I'm going to add some carrots. I chopped these carrots up small. You can use nice red pepper, little peppers cut in little pieces, but I don't have red pepper. But I've got this finocchio, that's like anisette flavor celery, and I'm going to put that in. You can put regular celery, you don't have to put finocchio. Let's chop up a little bit of fresh parsley. They say the flat parsley is better than the curly parsley. It's got better flavor, I guess. I never understood why, but that's okay. Now I'm going to use, I love this. This, it doesn't give you a choking taste. It is what is it? Seasoned rice vinegar. Rice vinegar, you mix it with your regular vinegar. won't choke. It's wonderful. So I'm going to pour some of this in it.
I tried it, Jeannie, and I liked it.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Now, how much did you put? You must have put
I
half
didn't
a-
measure.
I know you didn't measure, but people like to know.
Well, they can get an idea. It depends on what's the matter with this thing.
It's
Oh,
not
this
open.
cork is not opening.
Oh.
Oh, it's already open. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of balsamic vinegar in it
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Of course, you need to put that in there. And I just put some olive oil in it. And now I'm going to sprinkle some salt. So I think it needs a little bit of salt because I didn't put any salt in it. That's a preference of how much salt you like. Now I'm going to mix this all together. And it's better to make it the day before because it just like gets, all the flavors get into each other. And they actually taste better the day after you make it. And you could do this for any kind of graduation parties or showers or anything as a complimentary side dish of a salad. And that's it. Here it is. It looks beautiful. I'm sorry I don't have the red pepper because that would even made it look beautiful. But this tastes wonderful. And it's healthy for you.
At the stove, and in 8 minutes, I got this creamy polenta over here. It looks just wonderful. And I'm going to add my, I think it was a 1/3 cup of grated cheese. Okay, nice scoop there. Look at that. It just came, you know what? It came perfect. It came perfect. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my cod out of the refrigerator. It's already been washed. And I'm going to put the polenta in this. I sprayed it with a little bit of that emerald spray, butter spray. I'm going to spread this in the pan. Then, the best part is making the cod. Okay? I'm spreading this out now. I'm spreading it out into a thin layer. This is not a lot in here. Of course, I have a big size pan here, but it's enough. It's enough. And I am spreading this out. It's kind of moving along with the butter spread. But I'm spreading this out. And this is a really delicious dish. Very delicious. I had this first down in Florida, Jeannie,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah?
I've spread it out, and I used the spatula because it was very, very hot. And this spreads it out nicer. And I have a nice smooth layer here. And now I am going to go to the counter again, and I am going to show you the scrod, okay? Cod that I'm going to put on top of the polenta, and then we're going to bake it. I have about 3 tablespoons of butter. All right, as you can see, we don't use margarine. I used to use margarine, but I've switched to butter. I think butter is much healthier for you. I went this morning and bought this beautiful fresh cod, okay? I am going to cut these in half. This is a lot. This is about 1.5 pounds of cod. Okay, I got this. I'm going to heat that up, and then I'm going to add these pieces into the pan, and I am going to lightly brown them with just a little bit of salt and pepper and parsley on after. But right now I'm going to the stove. I am going to heat this up, brown the garlic, and then I am going to add this not too long, just enough to brown it. And then it will go on top of the polenta with the marinara sauce.
Yeah.
And you wish you were here. I'm telling you right now, wait till you see this. Okay. I have put my garlic and butter in the pan, like I told you. And by using the butter, it gives it a more subtle taste, and it really is good. So what I'm going to do is put in my cod, one at a time, and I am going to lightly brown it.
Yeah, you saute it.
I'm sauteing it, yeah.
And it's okay if it breaks apart.
That's right. That says that in the cookbook.
Yeah.
It tells you that if it breaks apart, it's okay. You'll see, I'm trying to fit it all in the pan. It's not good to do that, but I want to get this done. And we're just going to brown it. It may flake, which is fine. I'll This is going to finish baking in the oven, but I am sprinkling a little bit of pepper. You know what to do when you're putting pepper. A little bit of salt, because I didn't put any salt in the polenta, so we can use a little bit of salt here. And this is working or not working? Yeah, it's working. It's just doing it wonderful, and the fish looks wonderful. 3 or 4 minutes on either side, and now I'm flipping it like that. That's almost done. This is my thickest piece, so I'm going to flip that. I've flipped all the others, and I can see that it's starting to flake. So I'm going to leave this in here just a little bit longer. Okay, about 3 more minutes on this side, and then I will put it on my polenta. Okay, it's all done now, so what I'm doing is I am spreading my cod on top of the polenta, and it's just about flaking now, which is wonderful. And do I have this off? No, I don't. Okay, I'm going to shut the stove off now. And I am taking out my cod, and I'm putting it on top of the polenta. Now look at this. This is 1.5 pounds, depending on how your family or who you're serving it for. But look at this. This is just wonderful. And see how it's flaking apart? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I gotta put another piece right here. And I'm adding my butter and stuff on here. And now, the final touch. The final touch. The marinara sauce. Everybody knows. Everybody should know how to make marinara sauce. Olive oil, garlic, and tomatoes. Okay? Now what I'm doing is I am pouring this over the top of this. Now if you don't think this is like a wonderful, wonderful, healthy dish, you got your polenta, you got your cod, and now you have your tomatoes with the olive oil, and it's
that look wonderful?
Just wonderful.
Delicious.
Just wonderful. And you know what? We're going to eat this. We are going to eat this. I think I put enough. That's enough. And to top it all off and make it look really Italian, I am going to add some very fresh garlic. I'm sorry.
Parsley.
Jeannie, parsley. Parsley. Now watch how nice this is going to look. It gives it just that little bit of color. And then, I don't want to forget the grated cheese, Jeannie.
Yes.
Grated cheese. Oh, always grated cheese. Or Bowley cheese that Jeannie uses that I never get down there to buy. Next time you go, you'll have to buy it for me, Jean. All right, and I'm going to finish it off with some beautiful grated cheese. Yes, I'm finishing up with Pecorino Romano cheese. And I am going to put this beautiful masterpiece in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 350.
Exactly. Okay, I just took it out of the oven. They're all done. Pull-apart buns. They look so delicious.
Oh, Jeannie, that looks
and
wonderful.
You can put this in a dish and you can just pull it apart. Everybody gets one. They smell wonderful.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to make these Sicilian rice balls that originated in Sicily. I'm a little prejudiced because I'm half Sicilian. But anyway, you use arborio rice. And what I did is I put 1 cup of rice and I put 2.5 cups of chicken broth, and I cook it the day before because it has to get nice and sticky, because when you make your rice balls you want them to fall apart. So this is what it looks like. It's a nice sticky arborio rice. Now it tells me to add 2 eggs, so I'm going to crack 2 eggs and I'm going to scramble them up, and I'm going to add 2 eggs to this. I'm going to pour these eggs into my rice mixture, right? And I'm going to stir this all up. And if it's too wet, I can add a few breadcrumbs. And I always like to put my cheese in here too, some cheese. So I'm going to put some of my Tedesco's barley cheese.
Yay!
I got everybody going and buy barley cheese at Tedesco's. Actually, it's Pecorino Romano. I got a couple of fistfuls in there.
Oh, am I going to enjoy these? I haven't had them in a while.
Yeah. And now I'm going to put a little bit of breadcrumbs to just give it more of a stable it a little more.
Stable it, yeah.
Just a little bit before I start rolling them. Okay, now I put about a little over half a cup of breadcrumbs just to give it more stable, to keep it more stable. Now I'm going to start making my rice balls. What I do is you have to dip them in the egg, the flour first, then the egg, and then the breadcrumbs. So this is where the breadcrumbs are going to be, that you dip them in that, and then they're ready for frying.
You want me to whip this too?
And I am going to to make them a little more crunchier, I'm going to use panko breadcrumbs, so that really gives it a little more crunchier. Okay, now panko is a Japanese breadcrumb. They also sell flavored ones, and this is my flavored breadcrumbs. So I did half and half. So here it is in the dish, and I'm going to just mix them all together like that. Now I am going to make my rice balls. Now I'm going to make them and put them in the pan, and then I'll do them all at once. So it's just like making a meatball, see? Just roll it around and around and around, right? And you can make them a little bigger because we put filling in them. That one is a little too small, but we put filling in these. You put mozzarella cheese, you put peas, some people put meat, Italian ham. These are absolutely delicious. Together I made 7 rice balls. I like to make them a little bigger because you have to stuff them. So now I'm going to show you how I stuff them before I roll them. Can you take that, Gilda?
Sure.
Let me just wash my hands and I'll be right back. I'm going to start cutting some of this Italian ham. This is Parma prosciutto, and you can stuff it with that. Some people put spinach, some people put meat, and I bought this. Isn't this wonderful? Look at how nice and thin they sliced it. So I got it all chopped up in here. I'm going to put some of that in the rice ball, and boy, what a flavor that gives. Okay, I have peas, because some people put peas. These were frozen peas thawed out, and I have mozzarella sticks. And I cut them in pieces because you can put mozzarella, you can put fresh mozzarella. Okay, Julie, you want to put this away from the end of my wooden spoon to make a hole. So you make a hole right in the middle, right? It's okay if it comes apart a little bit. So I'm going to put a couple of pieces of Italian ham in this one. Make different ones, and I'm going to put a stick of mozzarella cheese. And then I have to seal it again. Make sure it's all enclosed. So that one's all stuffed, ready to go. Now I'm going to do the second one. I'll put some peas in this one. I'll make a hole in this. And I'll still put some Italian ham because I love the flavor of this Italian ham. And then I'll put some fresh peas in it. And I'll close this one up. You can always make it around, make it come around, reshape it. That's why I like to make them bigger, because there's more room to put, have more room to put your stuff in. I'm just making a hole, and it's okay if it breaks apart a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of Italian ham in there, and I'm going to put another cheese stick, and I'll seal it like this. You just seal it. You can push it around. You still have your ball, and I'm going to close that. Now I'm almost all done with this. Okay, this one I'll put some peas in. Put a few peas. And for those vegetarians, I won't put any ham in this. I'll just put the mozzarella cheese. Because there are vegetarians out there, especially my grandson John and Danny. If they ever see meat, they go crazy. Hey, there it is. Okay, I have some egg beaten up. I always put extra. You're only supposed to put 1 egg, but I put 2 eggs to be on the safe side. These are all ready. Now they're all stuffed, so I'm gonna roll them in flour one at a time. Make sure you coat it good with flour. Then you coat it with egg. In my breadcrumb panko mixture. And this is all ready for frying. So now I'll do the next one. Roll it in flour.
Now everything is cooked, right, Jeannie? So
Everything
all you need
is
to
cooked.
do is
Just fry
like
it.
brown them.
Yep, you fry
Right.
it. And they're not too greasy, they really aren't.
No.
If you put the, see now I roll them in this breadcrumb mixture. And they come nice and crunchy on the outside.
Just took this out of the oven. It was in for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's all done, ready to eat when we're ready, and it looks just beautiful. It's all finished, my polenta with fresh cod on top and a marinara sauce. All done. Ready to eat.
I have about a cup of oil, corn oil. This is where I'm going to fry it. Make sure it gets good and hot. And I'm going to test it and see if it is. And I'm going to fry my rice balls in it. Yep, it is. Good and hot. And you don't have to keep turning them. Probably could just turn them once. Okay, I would manage to put the whole 7 in them. Now when a few minutes, I'm going to let them, and then I'll just turn them once and cook on the other side. I'll drain them on the paper towel. Then I'll take them off the paper towel and I'll put my marinara sauce over them and they'll be ready to serve. I turn these in about a minute. That's all you need is about a minute. And if your cast is on, your heat's on medium. This is the last one I'm turning over. And like I said, you only have to turn them over once. Now when these finish cooking another minute or so, I will be able to put them on the paper towel to drain the oil. Don't they look delicious? I'm taking them off. They're all done. And I put them on the paper towel before I serve them. Don't they look delicious?
Oh,
They look wonderful. And that's it. Now, I have my marinara sauce, just a plain white marinara sauce. And I'm going to pour this over the rice balls. I'm leaving one plain for those who don't like sauce. There's some people that don't even care about sauce on it. But I like sauce on it. Here's my rice balls. Now I'm going to put some Foley cheese on it, Pecorino Romano, and we're all ready to eat. I hope. All right, here we are with the finished product.
Salud,
salud.
Another wonderful day of cooking and eating. Now.
And these are the rice balls, right? Stuffed with peas, Italian ham, and mozzarella cheese. This is a cold lentil salad, very, very healthy.
And my polenta with the fresh cod on top and some marinara sauce.
And there are the pull pot buns, which are in Cucina di Nonna, the pull pot buns.
And tutto bene on page 115 for this, which is very easy to make.
And the rice balls are in Mangia Bene on page 100.
100, yeah.
Okay?
Salud.
Ciao.
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 Till we see you again.
Okay? Oh, you know about our trip to Italy? We're doing a trip to Italy October 28th. You're welcome to come with us. We have a lot of fun. Just give us a call and we'll fill you in on all
the details.
The details.
And your number, Jeannie, is?
353-4060.
And my number is Gilda, 353-1479. Hope to hear from you. We have a